All right. Hi, welcome. This is Lara from Om 3 Yoga, and thank you for joining us on our pop-up day after Thanksgiving yoga session today. We are going to be moving a little bit, so just be mindful if some of the moves don't feel good for you. Don't make yourself do those, and just really be mindful of what feels good for your body and allow yourself to move in a way that does. So when you're ready, we're going to come to a comfortable seated shape, and you can sit crisscross leg, or if it feels good, better with your legs straight out in front of you, or to sit on your shins, let yourself do that. Maybe let your eyes close. Feel your shoulders roll back, lengthen through the spine, and tune into the breath. Taking some inhales and exhales. Feeling the breath enter and leave the body. And just welcome yourself to be fully present here and now. Starting to let go of anything that happened prior to the class. And no worries about what's happening next, because in reality, we really don't know. We might have plans, but it might shift, and that's okay. So take a moment, let's bring our hands to our heart center. Feel the shoulders roll back, maybe feel the tailbone reach down, the crown reach up. And just take a moment to say thank you to you. Thank you to yourself for showing up this morning and taking this time out for you today. So as you might feel ready, let's start to interlace your fingers this morning. We're going to reach the palms forward. Maybe bring your chin towards your chest. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. We'll bring our right hand down onto the mat. Your left palm can reach up or down, whatever feels good, and we'll lean over to the right. Beautiful, really big steep stretch, bringing your ear towards your shoulder, 2. And 1, we're gonna inhale, we'll come back up and we'll lean over to the left. And again, that palm can be up or down, so play and see what feels comfortable for you. Maybe feel your ear drop down to the shoulder, keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll slowly rise all the way back up. We're going to transition our body now into a tabletop shape, coming onto the hands and knees. So those of you who are new to doing Zoom sessions with me, I will mirror when I'm facing the camera. And then when I'm not facing the camera, I'll be doing the same movement as you are doing. So if that makes sense for you. So when we're ready, let's start to move through some cat-cows from here. So we're going to roll the shoulders back. We'll inhale, lengthen, and look up. Exhale, let's round through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, we'll lengthen and look up. Exhale, let's round through the spine, chin to the chest. A few more times. Inhale. And exhaling. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhaling. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We're going to find a flat back. We're going to extend your right leg back behind you on the mat to begin. Let's press your heel back so you can feel your calf muscles stretch out. Maybe feeling the sensation in the arms and shoulders as well. Drawing the belly towards the spine. Try to keep your neck long as best as you can. 2. And 1. Now we're going to bring your shoulders over the wrist. We're going to reach your left arm forward onto the mat or the floor. And then from here, we're going to lift the opposite arm and leg up together. We'll do this 5 times. So inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Now this last one, we're going to inhale and hold. So really extend through that right heel, reach through that left arm, feel the belly draw to the spine, getting some core strength, even if you feel a little wobbly, honor that. 3, 2, and 1. We'll lower your hand down and your knee down. Beautiful. Inhale, let's lengthen and look up. Exhale, we'll round through the spine, chin to the chest. Again, inhaling. And exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we'll find a flat back. Let's extend your left leg back behind you this time, curling the toes under to begin. We'll stretch that heel back to stretch the calf muscle out and keep breathing. Feeling space in your body. I'm super tight on this side today. It's always so interesting to explore. 2 and 1. We're gonna bring your shoulders over your wrists. Let's reach your right arm forward. And now we're gonna lift the opposite arm and leg up together. So inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to inhale and hold this next one, really reaching through that left heel, extending through the right arm, feeling the belly draw to the spine. Try to keep your neck long. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower your hand down and your knee down. Beautiful. Let's inhale, lengthen, and look up. Exhale, we're going to slowly round through the spine. We're going to sink your hips to child shape. Maybe letting your forehead rest down and just honoring this time you're taking out for you today to tune into your breath, move your body, and to release and let go. Keep breathing. And at any point in time during our practice, you need to rest. You can always come to this shape. You can come to sit, to lay on your back, or just pause as you need to. The other quick suggestion I have is that we will be doing some downward dogs as we move today. And if your body doesn't feel like doing that, come back to child's shape or tabletop pose, the pose we were in before. So honoring where your body's at. Now, if you would like to begin to move, we're going to lift up onto your fingertips. Let's walk the fingertips over to the right. So you feel a really big stretch from the left shoulder to the left hip. You might feel that through the rib cage. If it feels okay for your neck, you can look underneath your left arm. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly bring your head to neutral. We'll walk now the hands over to the left. Feeling this really big stretch from the right shoulder to the right hip this time. Again, feeling that rib cage expand. Maybe looking underneath your right armpit. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Let's slowly start to make our way back, extending the fingers. We're going to inhale, find tabletop. And then let's exhale, curl the toes under, downward dog. Now it's fine if you keep the knees bent, or if you want, stretch your legs out. Or perhaps you're doing a little bit of both. Maybe you're bending and straightening legs, walking the legs out. So honor what feels best for your body here in this moment. 3, now you shake your head out. 2, and 1. And then let's slowly walk the hands back to the feet. We'll find a standing forward fold. It's fine if the knees are bent, especially if your belly and thighs aren't connected or your hamstrings are really tight. I recommend that you bend your knees. You can grab onto the elbows as you let your head hang down, or maybe you're interlacing your hands behind your back. You can sway out a little bit. Again, just honoring what's available for your body here in this moment. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower the hands down onto the ground. Let's keep the hands about a foot in front of your feet. We're going to bend into the left knee. Let's start to reach your right hip up. Maybe reach your right arm to the sky. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower the right hand down. Bending into the right knee, we'll reach your left arm to the sky. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower the hands down. Pressing through the feet, let's inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center, pause. Inhale, let's reach back up. We're going to exhale, swan dive as you fold forward. Inhale, we'll look up about halfway. Exhale, lower the hands down. Now this time we're going to walk your hands forward on your mat to a plank shape. We'll roll the shoulders back and then gently drop down all the way to the belly. Let's release the toes, bringing your arms alongside your body to begin, palms face up. We'll roll the shoulders back and inhale, lift your heart up. Breathing 3, 2, and 1. Let's exhale, come down. We're gonna try that again, adding a little bit on. So we're gonna roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. Let's turn your head to the right. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly come back down. On the other side, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, maybe turn your head to the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna exhale, come right back down. One more time through the center. We'll roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up, and then exhale, coming back down. Hands under the shoulders. Let's slowly curl the toes under. We'll press to tabletop, child shape, or downward facing dog. Walking it out a little bit, maybe shaking your head and neck out. Just honoring where your body is at here in this moment. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna gaze between the thumbs. We'll walk your feet to the front of the mat. Feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Once again, we'll fold forward, maybe grabbing onto the elbows again or interlacing the hands behind the back, rolling the shoulders back. Shake your head and neck out. Honor what does your body need. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly release the hands down. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Pausing. Beautiful. Noticing. Let's inhale, we're gonna lift back up. Interlacing the palms towards the ceiling. Let's stretch over to the right again. Inhale, we'll come back up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, back up. Maybe a slight bend in the knees and lift your heart towards the ceiling till your arms move behind the ears. 2, and 1. We're gonna exhale, lower, release the hands, lower down, folding forward. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward once again. Pressing to the feet, we're gonna come right back up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Now, as we begin to move a little bit deeper in the practice, again, just take care of yourself. Notice your breath, and always pausing when you need to. So let's slowly release the hands. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, swan dive as you fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, hands down. We're gonna step your left foot back into a lunge. Let's press through the feet. You can stay right here. If you want, inhale, reach your arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, we're gonna reach your head forward, sweep the arms back. We'll inhale, lift right back up. Today, let's take your left hand forward, reach your right arm back. Taking a twist, 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale, reach those arms back high. Exhale, lower your hands down. Step the feet back, downward dog. Stay here or child shape if you need to. Otherwise, we're gonna inhale, come forward to plank. Maybe lower down to the belly. You can roll the shoulders back, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. And if you're not quite sure what I'm saying, make it up. 3, 2, and 1. Let's gaze between the thumbs. We're gonna slowly step your right foot forward. You can always grab onto your leg and help that right foot up. We'll press through the right foot. We're gonna lift your left leg high, standing split. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna bring your left foot down to meet your right. We'll fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive and fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, hands down. We're gonna step your right foot back this time into that lunge shape. feel free to stay right here. If you want, we'll inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, we'll reach your head forward, sweep the arms back. Inhale, back up. We're going to take your right arm forward, left arm back, twisting. 3, 2, 1. We'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower your hands down. Step the feet back again, downward dog, child shape or tabletop. Inhale, if you want to follow me, we're going to come to plank. Maybe take chaturanga, maybe you're coming all the way to your belly. We'll roll the shoulders back, either cobra or up dog or anything else that feels good. 2 and 1, and downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Gaze between the thumbs. We're going to step your left foot between the hands. Again, help it up if you need to. We'll lift your right leg high, standing split. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring your feet down, folding forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold back. Press through the feet. We'll rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, let's reach up. Let's take a stretch over to the right again. Inhaling back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale back up. Exhale, arms behind the ears, heart lifts. Release the hands, we'll swan dive and fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Let's step that left foot back into that lunge shape again. You can stay here if you need to rest. Inhale if you want to reach. Exhale, let's reach that head forward, sweep the arms back again. Inhale, we're going to lift back up. Now, we're going to play here, so just do the best that you can. You're going to bring your hands to your heart center, press through the right foot, lift the left leg off the mat. So maybe it's a little bit lifted. Maybe you're bringing your torso parallel to the ground. If you want, you can release your arms either alongside the body, out in front of you, maybe out wide to the side. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take a giant step back. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, let's lower your left or both hands down, but the left hand's going to stay down. We'll reach your right arm high and take a twist. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower the hands down. Step the feet back, downward dog. Inhale, let's come forward to plank. Exhale, lowering down again, chaturanga to the belly, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Let's come onto the tippy toes this time. We're going to look at the thumbs and you're going to tippy toe your feet to the front of the mat and fold forward when you're ready. Pressing through the feet, look up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold forward again. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, let's lean over to the left. Coming back up, we'll come over to the right. Lifting back up, we're going to reach the arms behind the ears, lift your heart up. And then we'll exhale, swan dive and fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Stepping your right foot back this time into the lunge. Again, stay here if this feels good for your body. If you want to move, we'll inhale, reach up. Beautiful. Exhale, once again, we're going to lean your head forward, sweep your arms back. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, let's bring the hands to the heart center. Maybe leaning forward, you can stay here. Maybe start to lift that back leg off the mat. You can also try to bring your torso parallel to the ground. Hands can stay at the heart, reach in front of you, behind you, out to the side. Play, have fun, it doesn't matter. 3, 2, 1. You're going to take a giant step back. We'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, we're gonna lower your hands down. Right hand will stay down, left arm to the sky, take a twist. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna exhale, lower the hands down. Feet back, downward dog. Inhale, let's come forward to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhaling and exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Gazing between the thumbs, we're going to tippy toe our feet slowly, slowly, slowly to the top of the mat, and we'll fold forward. Pressing through the feet, we'll inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Notice how your body's feeling. All right, we're going to move into our beloved chair pose, which either people really like or don't. So it's usually good for your body. So feet about hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Arms out wide to the side. We're going to bend the knees a lot. Start with maybe the belly at the thighs. You can inhale, bring your hands so they're parallel to the ground, or maybe reach the arms up. If neither of those feel good, you can bend your arms out to the side. Roll your shoulders back, draw the belly to the spine. Breathing here. So I always like to tell people, when I first started doing yoga, I hated this pose. And now I teach it a lot because it feels good and we need it. 2, 1, inhale, reach up. Exhale, we'll slowly fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Now we're going to start this time by stepping both feet back to plank pose. You can lower down for chaturanga if you want. Otherwise, just stay in plank, up dog or cobra. We'll come to downward dog. Beautiful. Let's take your right leg high to the sky. Gaze between the thumbs. We'll step the right foot between the hands, left foot flat. Inhale, reach up, warrior A. Beautiful. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower your hands down. Step the feet back, plank. If you can stay here, go to downward dog or follow me. We're going to do chaturanga, up dog, and then back to down dog. Inhale and exhale. Now, if you are not doing everything that I say, please know you're not offending me. You're taking care of you. That's good. When you're ready, we're going to lift your left leg up. Gaze between the thumbs. Step your left foot forward, right foot flat. Inhale, reach up. Beautiful. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower your hands down. Feet back, plank pose. Chaturanga. Up dog if you'd like. Downward dog or child's pose. So see what your body needs you to do. It's all good. 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gaze between the thumbs. We'll walk or jump or fly or skip or hop your feet, however you want to get your feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Beautiful. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to take your feet a little bit wider. Let's bring the hands onto the hips to begin. Roll the shoulders back, maybe lean back, lift your heart up. And then exhale, bend the knees, hinge from the hips. You're going to fold forward. Let's take our first 2 fingers inside the big toe. Thumb's going to come on top. We'll roll the shoulders back and then exhale, fold forward. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, look up about halfway. Let's bring the hands onto the hips. You're going to bend the knees again. One more chair pose from here. We'll roll the shoulders back. I should not say ever one more time because that's often not true. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right. So from here, you're going to keep your right foot forward. We're going to step your left foot back. We want both legs straightish here, and our hips are kind of squaring off towards the front of the mat. You can keep your hands at your hips. Maybe you want to grab your opposite elbows behind your back. We'll roll the shoulders back. We're going to lead with the heart. So some of you might just lead right here. Maybe you're going to lean a little bit further. And then if it's available, you can come full down. Maybe bring your nose towards your shin or knee. Again, breathing. Often in this shape, we need to pull the right hip back a little bit and let that left hip drop down. So play with what's available to you. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to press through the feet. We'll come stand all the way up. Release your arms, shake the legs out for a second, and we'll do the other side. So bring the hands back to the hips. We'll step your right leg back. We'll grab onto those elbows again, or maybe hands are at the hips, doesn't matter. Roll the shoulders back. You're going to stay here. You can lean forward about halfway, maybe a little bit further. Maybe you're coming all the way down to the nose towards the knee or the shin. So again, see where your body is. Breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale, rise back up, step your feet together, shake out. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're gonna come take a giant wide step out on our mat. Let's start by reaching your arms high, and then we're gonna exhale, come take a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you're gonna bend and straighten the legs a little bit. You can wiggle your hips, honoring how your body's feeling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna bend the knees, press to the feet. Let's rise all the way up. So we're gonna start with our right foot. We're gonna take your right toes forward, arms out wide to the side. We'll bend into the knee for warrior B. Feel the front knee move over towards that pinky toe. You're pressing through the outside edge of that back left foot, gazing over the right middle finger. 3, 2, and 1. Now, we're gonna straighten that right leg, reach your right arm back, and then we're gonna exhale, bend back into the knee. You're gonna windmill your hands all the way down. We'll step your feet back, downward dog. Feel free to stay here. If you wanna move, you're gonna come forward back to plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, take your right leg high. Gaze between the thumbs. You're gonna step your right foot between your hands, left foot flat. We'll inhale, reach up for warrior A, and then exhale back to warrior B. We'll inhale, let's straighten the legs, feet parallel. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Maybe again, bend and straighten the legs a little bit. You can move your hips from side to side. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Let's press through the feet. We'll rise all the way up. And we're gonna come find warrior B now with your left foot. Make sure your left knee is moving over towards your pinky toe. Belly's drawing to the spine. You're pressing through the outside edge of that back right foot, gazing over the left middle finger. Now, again, feel free to stay here. If you want to move, we're going to straighten that leg, reach and lengthen back. And then we're going to exhale, windmill the hands all the way down, feet back, downward dog. Inhale, maybe finding plank, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Gazing between the thumbs. Let's step your left foot between your hands, right foot flat. We'll reach up for warrior A. Exhale, open warrior B. Inhale, we're gonna straighten the legs, feet parallel. This time we're gonna turn your heels in, toes out. Let's bend into the knees and squat down. You can sink, maybe wiggle a little bit from side to side. 2, and 1. We're gonna press through the feet. We'll rise all the way back up. Beautiful. Let's find warrior B again with your right foot. We're gonna inhale, we'll straighten the leg, reach and lengthen back. Now this time you're gonna sweep that right arm along the horizon. We'll reach forward, lower your right hand down, left hand on your hip to begin. Maybe roll the shoulders back, bring your tailbone towards your back heel, and perhaps reach and extend that left arm to the sky. Maybe looking at your thumb if that feels okay for your neck. If not, look down at your right toe. 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to take a bend into the knee. We'll reach back up for warrior B. Let's straighten the legs, feet parallel. Warrior B now with the left side. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We'll reach and lengthen that back. Reach that left arm along the horizon. We're going to reach forward, right hand on your hip, lowering your left hand down for triangle shape. Feel the tailbone reach towards that back heel. Maybe reach that right arm high. Maybe looking up at your thumb, maybe down towards your big toe. See what feels best for your body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bend back into the knee. Let's come back to warrior B. Inhale, we'll straighten the legs, feet parallel. This time, interlace your hands behind your back. We'll roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up. And then exhale, we're going to come take a forward fold. Maybe reaching the arms all the way overhead. Then shake your head and neck out. Breathing, finding space in the body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently release. Bring your hands under your hips, bend into the knees. We'll come all the way back up. We're going to move into revolved triangle pose from here. So you're going to come face your right foot. You'll step your left foot over to the left. Right hand's going to stay on the hip. You're going to reach your left arm high. We're going to slowly, slowly lower your left hand either underneath that left shoulder or onto the right leg. Pull your hip back, rotate the torso, and maybe reach your right arm to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly release. Slight bend in that right knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. We're going to turn to the side. You need to readjust your body. And then we're going to come do this towards the back of your mat. So bring your left foot over to the left, right foot to the right. Left hand will stay on the hip. We're going to reach your right arm high. We're going to slowly reach forward, lowering that hand underneath the shoulder or on the leg. What feels better for you? Pull the hip back, maybe reach the arm to the sky. Detoxifying, twisting, releasing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, rotate your body towards the center once again. Let's turn your toes out. We're going to bend into the knees, hands on the thighs, maybe wiggling again. 3, 2, and 1. Let's keep your right hand down. We're going to reach your left arm overhead. And then we're going to come bring your left hand down, right arm overhead. Beautiful. Let's do that again from side to side. Finding space, let it feel good. And again to the other side. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to come up. Let's straighten the legs, feet parallel, reach the arms high. Exhale, we'll come take that wide-legged forward fold again. Maybe this time grabbing onto the legs. You can always reach your hands between the legs, maybe trying to reach away from the toes. So play with what's available. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale and rise up. Exhale, lower your arms down. Let's turn your right toes forward again. We're going to bend into the knee back to warrior B. We're going to inhale, reach and lengthen back. Now let's exhale, either bring your forearm on your thigh or your hand inside your foot, whatever feels better for you. Wherever you go, try not to dump. We want to press so you feel the core engage. Maybe reach that left arm high. You can always reach your left hand back. If your shoulders are tight, turn your thumb down and bring your hand behind your back to roll the shoulder back. Feel your head lean back from here, really pressing through that back heel and foot. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, come up, feet parallel. Beautiful. All right, we get to do the other side. Let's turn those left toes out. We'll reach the arms wide. Inhale, reach and lengthen back. Exhale, let's either bring that forearm on the thigh. The hand can go inside or outside the foot, depending what's available. Try not to dump. Feel the length, feel the torso move towards that heel. You can reach your arm towards the sky, or maybe bring your hand, like me, behind the back, roll the shoulder back. Just breathing, finding that space in your body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, come up, feet parallel. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Now, from here, taking some more twisting shapes. So we're going to start with your left hand, bringing it underneath your nose or the hand under the shoulder so it feels really stable here. And we'll reach your right arm to the sky. Maybe looking up at your thumb again. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, release that, and do that on the other side. So when you're ready, reaching the left arm up. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower down. Now from here, we're going to walk both hands to your right foot. You might want to turn your right toes out a little bit. You can bend your knee, bring your nose toward your knee. Now, this might feel really good for some of your bodies. So if it does, stay here. If you want a little bit more twisting, you're going to keep your left hand down and we're going to reach your right arm to the sky again and maybe one more time behind your back. Again, breathing, notice what feels good for your body and back off when you need to. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly unwind. We're going to walk your hands through the center and then over to the left side. Turning your left toes out, maybe bending into the knee, nose towards the knee. You can stay right here if this feels good, or keep your right hand down, maybe reach that left arm to the sky. Hand can go behind the back or the hip crease. So just explore. Be curious and notice that one side is going to feel very different than the other side. Don't judge, just notice. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly unwind. We're going to bring your feet parallel, folding forward one more time. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart, and we're going to step your feet together at the front of the mat. We're going to take a vinyasa. If you're not quite sure what that means, just follow along. We're going to do another balancing pose, and then after that, we'll move down towards the ground. So when you're ready, let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive and fold forward. Inhaling up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Now, one of the things, sometimes I say stuff and then I end up doing lots of different things in between. So this is one of those times. So when you're ready, we're going to step your feet back to downward dog. We're going to inhale. We're going to find plank. Let's come find chaturanga. Inhale, maybe up dog or cobra. Exhale, let's bring your body into a child shape for a moment. And as you arrive here in this child shape, notice how different your body is feeling. Do you feel like you have more space? Notice if there's any place that's cramped up, can you wiggle and move that to let that go? Breathing in. 3, 2, and 1. Now stay right here if this feels good, or press through the tops of the feet. Knees will inhale, lift the arms up to the ceiling. Let's turn the palms forward, bend the elbows out to the side. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, we're going to bring your hands onto the hips, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up. 2, and 1. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhale, let's lower the hands down. Curl the toes under, hips high, downward dog. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gaze between the thumbs. You're going to walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, so our balancing pose. We're going to move into eagle. And just so, because it's really nice to kind of detoxify and twist all that stuff out of the body, especially if we, all the sugar, all the sugar and the carbs that we ate yesterday. So reach your arms wide. Let's start by taking your right arm underneath your left, and then maybe bring the hands together. If that's not available, just grab onto your shoulders, totally fine. We're gonna bend into the knees. We're gonna bring your right leg over your left. So maybe once, if you can wrap it again, twice, fine. If you need a kickstand, fine. Breathing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's release, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Other side, let's reach your arms wide. We're gonna take your left arm underneath the right this time, bending into the knees. We'll bring your left leg over the right. So again, make a kickstand. Maybe you're wrapping it. Maybe you're just kind of hanging it out. So go to where it makes sense for you. And breathe. Feeling space in your body. Noticing, observing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Beautiful. Exhale, lift up. Hands to the heart center. All right, so let's come to the front of the mat. We're gonna inhale, reach up. Exhale, one more forward fold here. Maybe pull your head down towards your knees or your shins. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna gently bend the knees. We're gonna come all the way down and lay on your back to begin. Take a moment as you come lay down. You're like, thank goodness. We will do some leg stretches in a moment, but I want to get a little teeny bit of core work in. This is very gentle core work, but it's nice to, again, activate the core to help protect our back and also help with the sugar and the mashed potatoes and the gravy and the butter and the sour cream and the mac and cheese. So let's come bring your knees over your hips to begin here. Taking a moment, maybe bring your belly. Actually, let me start here. I'm gonna start a little bit different. Bring your feet on the ground. We're gonna first, I want you to take a few reverse cat-cows. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna press the pelvis down. Feel the lower back arch away from the ground. And then we're gonna exhale, bring your back flat. Let's do that 2 more times. It's just kind of getting this motion where we want our body to be for our core work. So we're gonna press the tailbone down, lower back lift away. Exhale, belly towards the spine, lower back flat. One more time, inhale. And exhaling. So we wanna keep that lower back flat on the ground. We're gonna lift your knees up, feet up. From here, we'll bring your arms alongside your body. What you're gonna start to do is bring your right heel down. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, left heel. Inhale, back up. Right big toe. Knees come over the hips. Left big toe. Lower back and lower ribs are pressing down. Right heel and up. Left heel and up. Right big toe, up. Left big toe and up. Right heel, left heel. Right big toe, left big toe. Keep bringing the lower back and ribs down to the ground. Keep going, heel, heel, toe, toe, side to side. Doing that core work. We'll add a little bit more on in a moment if you want. If you're not feeling a whole lot, awesome. That's great. Keep breathing, keep moving. There's something else you want to do, go for that too. So again, right heel, left heel, right big toe, left big toe. Let's do one more round like this. So right heel, left heel, right big toe, left big toe. Beautiful. Now, you can continue with that, or maybe you're going to try both feet together. So maybe bring your heels down and up. If you start to lose your lower back, maybe do one foot at a time. So heels down and big toes. We'll do 5 more times. Heels, and toes, heels, toes. I'm starting to feel this. Heels. Okay, good. I'm not glad I'm not alone. And toes, heels, and toes. Last time, heels and toes. Beautiful. We're going to bring both feet on the ground for a moment. Press through the feet. Maybe lift your hips up. Release your lower back. You can wiggle your booty a little bit. Maybe shake out. And we're going to come back down. I do have one more little core thing planned for us if you want to join. But if you need to rest, you can either rest right here. You can also bring your feet together, knees apart. That sometimes feels good. If you're wanting to move, we're going to lift the knees up. Again, are the feet up so the knees are over the hips. The heels are in line with the knees. Now we're going to take your right leg forward. Reach your left arm over your head, and then you'll come back. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Right side, right leg. Left leg. Let's do 5 more on each side. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Last one, 1, 1, and 1. Beautiful. Let's bring your feet onto the ground. Really awesome work. So we are going to take some back bends from here before we do our forward folds today, because often when we do a lot of core work, sometimes if we start to go right into forward folds, our belly might cramp. So I like to avoid that. So if you, again, feel free to rest if you need to. Otherwise, let's start with 4 rolling bridges, and I'll explain them to you in just a moment, and then we'll do some positions where we hold. So if you're doing a rolling bridge with me, you're going to press through the toes and the feet. We'll tilt the tailbone towards the knees, lift your hips up, maybe arms overhead. And then exhale, we're going to lower 1 vertebrae at a time, arms alongside the body, hands down, hips down. Again, a few more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale. And exhale. Last one like that. Inhale. Last guided one like this. Let me put it that way. Exhale. Now, you can do that again if that feels really good for your body. We're going to hold a little bit longer though this time. So you can either reach your hands for your heels. You can always grab onto the sides of the mat or try to interlace your hands behind your back. So just make sure you're tilting your tailbone towards the knees. We'll press the hips up, maybe roll the shoulders underneath you. Make sure you're not collapsing in your neck too much, so you're pressing through the back of the head. Lift the hips up, roll the shoulders back, notice the breath. You could also explore and come onto your tippy toes. So again, what does your body need? And breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly release. You're going to come back down. Beautiful. You can do that exact same thing again. One other option that sometimes feels really good if you feel like you need a little bit more support this time is lift the hips up, and you can slide your hands perhaps underneath your sacrum and hold your hips up. Those of you who are wanting a little bit different variation, you can also slide your hands under the shoulders, maybe press with straight arms and straight legs for what they call Urdhva Dhanurasana. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come down and take a break wherever you are. We're going to do one more back bend in just a moment. So pause, shake out, shift as you need to. And we'll do one more back bend, and then we'll take some forward folds that your body will be really nice and ready for. And we'll start to slow down. So again, if you want to take that back bend, please start to find whatever shape you're looking for. Again, lifting the hips up, maybe arms underneath you, bridge pose. Maybe you're pressing up with straight arms and straight legs. Again, what do you need? 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll come down when you're ready and taking a break. Squeezing your knees towards the chest. When you're ready, maybe rocking from side to side. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly rock ourselves up to a seated shape. All right, I need to do a quick little adjustment with the camera, otherwise you'll lose my legs. And we are going to stretch our legs out in front of you, moving the fleshy part away from the sitting bones. Let's start with a slight bend in the knees. We'll reach your arms up and then exhale, fold forward. And I don't know if you can see, but I did one of those foot peels a couple days ago. My feet are peeling all over my mat, and it's probably all over my clothes too. I was like, oh, I forgot about that. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We're going to slowly start to come up. Let's take your right toes. You're going to turn your right foot out. We'll bring your right foot towards that left inner thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up, rotate. We'll fold forward. For some reason, this isn't good for your knee. Just bend your leg, maybe bring it out to the side, or you can just kind of bring your legs straight out to the side. So honor where your body's at today. What do you need? Some days things feel better than others, and we try not to judge and just notice. If you have too much pressure behind the straight leg, bend the knee again. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll rise up. We're going to take a twist from here. So let's bring your left hand onto your right knee, right hand behind the back. Roll the shoulders back, maybe looking over your back shoulder. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly unwind. We'll take your right leg forward. Let's reach both arms up just for a moment. We're going to reach for your feet. Inhale, we'll come rise all the way back up. Exhale, lower those arms down. We'll turn your left toes out, left foot towards that inner thigh. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale towards the straight right leg, folding forward once again. Breathing. Again, finding that space in your body, softening. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale. We're going to come back up. We're going to take your right hand on that left knee, left hand behind the back. Roll the shoulders back, maybe looking over your back shoulder. Keep breathing, finding the space in your body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly start to unwind. We'll bring the legs forward again. Reach your arms high. We'll fold forward. Inhale. Let's slowly start to come lift up. I'm going to give you a couple options for this next one. You'll do what's best for you. So let's begin. We're going to take your right foot. We're going to lift that up, opening up your hip. And then let's bring your right foot over your left knee. You can stay right here. Maybe bring your hand into your thigh, push that thigh down. No pressure actually on the knee. The knee only bends in one direction, not multiple, just so you know. Protect your knees. We'll fold forward. You can stay here if this feels really good and you're working into your hip. If you want a little bit more, perhaps bending in, I'm going to just turn a little bit so you can see, bending into your left leg and maybe bringing your nose towards your shin or just letting yourself sink towards that heel. So play with what's available to you. Maybe move your jaw around wherever you are. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, lift up. Let's all take what, if that left leg was lifted, we're going to straighten it out. We're going to now bring your right hand inside your right foot and we'll twist again. Really roll the shoulders back. Feel the spine lengthen, maybe looking over your back left shoulder. 3, 2, and 1, and inhale, come up. Now we're going to do one more shape here, just because a lot of people like this to work into their glutes a little bit. So we're going to lift your leg up and then maybe kind of drop over to the side and see if you can kind of roll around. Is it tight in there? Yeah, okay. And in that glute, and don't be surprised, it's very interesting here. And the more you do this, the less it will bother you. 2, and 1, and then we're going to slowly start to come up and we're going to straighten that leg out in front of you. Awesome. All right, so let's do the other side. When you're ready, we're going to take that left foot up. Don't worry, I do know what time it is. If you're like, where's she's going forever? Come bring your hand down. We'll bring your hand on your thigh. Again, you can stay here. You're going to fold forward or you can bend the knee. I could teach you for 4 hours and I would have the best time ever. But I know that you have other things that you'd probably rather be doing, and I appreciate that. I know it's a big shopping day, either online or are you shopping in person? Or you have been shopping online this morning already? I need to go home. I need to clean my floors and then I'm going to shop. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll come up. We're going to lift that leg up. And then maybe kind of wiggling into that left hip, seeing what's interesting there, knowing it probably feels different on this side than the other side. And this side's a little bit more stiff for me today, but hopefully your body's feeling much looser than when we began. Yeah, okay, perfect. 2, a lot lighter, yeah. And 1, let's inhale, we'll come back up. All right, so from here, we're going to take your soles of your feet together, knees apart, maybe wiggling a little bit from side to side. You can stay here, roll the shoulders back, or perhaps starting to lean forward, bringing your heart to the soles of your feet. You could also open your feet like a book and know that there's a really beautiful message there for you today. I don't know what that is. Mine is, I'm releasing what no longer serves me, which is why my feet are peeling now. So, or welcoming in what you're looking for, or how awesome you are, or, oh, you're so grateful that you work. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll come rise up. Let's bring the knees together. We're going to take one final twist from here, and then we'll move down, back down to the ground. So let's wrap the left arm around the legs if you can. If that's not available, just grab that right knee. We'll rotate and turn to the side again. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to release and do that on the other side. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to slowly start to release. You're going to rotate your body. If you're turned anyway, I'm going to rotate some along on my mat and we'll come lay on your back again. Again, giving your knees a little squeeze towards the chest. All right, so from here, let's begin. You can keep your left leg bent or you can stretch your left leg out on the mat. You choose what's best for you. We're going to reach your right leg to the sky and maybe pull the right leg towards the head if you can. If you want, you can also bring your nose towards your knee, but if you're kind of tired, just keep your head on the ground. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to let your head come down. Now from here, let's bend back into that right knee. And then we are going to stretch that left leg out. Obviously, if that doesn't feel good, come back to bending that left leg. So we are working on your ascending colon right here in this moment. So if you would also like to, if you let your right knee drop over to the right a little bit more, it'll start to massage that colon just a bit more. We want things to move in the right direction. We're going to slowly take that right leg up. Now we're gonna twist this. So you're gonna reach your right arm to the side or alongside your head, choose what's better for you. And we'll bring your left hand on your right knee, start to bring that right knee over to the left. You can come over a little bit, or you can come over a lot of bit, see what feels good for you. Perhaps taking your head to turn towards your right hand, or keeping your head neutral. So again, see what feels good today. Every day we come onto our mat, it's always a different experience. So where are you? What do you need now? 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna inhale, lift up, and then we're gonna stretch that leg out in front of you. Let's reach both arms overhead, long stretch into the whole body. And then we're gonna exhale, squeeze both knees back towards the chest, giving yourself a hug. All right, so doing this on the other side. So again, we're gonna bring your right leg on the ground. This time, the right leg can be bent or straight. Let's begin by pulling that left leg to the head, maybe lifting your nose towards your knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna lower your head down. We're gonna bend into that left leg to work the descending colon on this side. So squeezing that left knee towards the chest. And again, I like to straighten my leg out when I do this because I feel like I can get a little bit more, but choose what works for you. You can also bring that left knee over towards that left armpit or to the outside edge of the ribs. So kind of moving that leg around into the colon. And again, we always start with the right side for sure on this one, the left side second, so everything flows in the right direction. You can try the other way, and don't call me afterwards. 2, and 1. When you're ready, let's inhale. We're gonna take a twist. So let's reach your left arm over to the left or overhead, and left knee is gonna move over to the right as you turn and twist. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly start to unwind and let go. Now, if you're tired, please let yourself rest. I am gonna offer one more thing if you want to. Reach your arms overhead. We're gonna exhale, squeeze those knees in one last time. This last pose just helps bring the body into balance and readjust ourselves, but do it as it makes sense for you. So if you want, you can lift your legs up high to the sky so the blood starts to drain down. Or you can try to do what we call shoulder stand or a variation of. I'm gonna guide you through shoulder stand first, and then I'll guide you through a little bit easier version. So the shoulder stand, if you want, you can bring your feet over your head for plow pose, and then maybe lift the legs up to the sky. Now, if that is not available, so stay there. If you can, don't move your head at all once you're up. We don't want to readjust our neck unnecessarily. You can also keep your legs lifted and then maybe bring your hands onto your hips and just lifting the legs up from here. So see what's available to you. We're going to be here for a few moments. Maybe wiggle your toes and point and flex your feet a few times. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you want to, you can bring your feet back over your head for plow pose, or just start to lower the legs back down. Last thing that we're going to do here before we take a few moments of rest and meditation is to take your legs and feet out in front of you, and we're going to prop our hands underneath our hips or our tush. Lift your head and chest up. Maybe let your head fall back. Feel your heart lift. Taking a few breaths from here. If you have this space, you can inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, really let go. Clear out your throat to speak your truth. Last one. Beautiful. We're going to let go. Let your body start to relax. Whether you want to come lay on your back for Shavasana. If that's not comfortable for you, you can always lay on your side, come up to a seated shape, lay on your back, or maybe slide your legs up the wall or a chair or sofa you might have nearby you. And we're going to start to let go, inviting yourself to close your eyes and begin to tune into your breath. Taking some long inhales and exhales. Feeling your breath enter and leave the body. And then know that your body's breathing. We start to bring this gentle softening deeper within. So bringing the awareness to the crown of the head, the back of the head, the back of the neck, the shoulder blades, all the way down the backs of the arms. You bring the awareness again to the upper back. Inviting all of the muscles of the back to start to release and unwind. Feeling space between each disc and vertebra happening. Feeling the lower back and sacrum release. The glutes, the backs of the thighs, the backs of the knees, the calves, the heels, the soles of the feet, the tips of the toes, tops of the feet, ankles, shins, knees, tops of the thighs, pelvis, lower belly, navel center, upper belly, heart center, upper chest, notch at the base of the throat. Following the notch at the base of the throat into the collarbone, all the way out the edges of the shoulders, down the arms, to the tips of the fingers. The palms of your hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, armpits, shoulders, notch at the base of the throat, throat and neck, chin, jaw, lips, teeth, tongue, mouth, cheeks, ears, temples, eyes, eyebrows, space between the eyebrows, forehead, crown of the head, Feeling your whole head and body connected as you bring the awareness to the nostrils. Just starting to notice the breath flowing in and out of the nostrils. Notice if there's a texture, a temperature, a sensation as the breath flows in and out of the nostrils. Perhaps noticing the breath moving a little bit deeper into the nostrils. Noticing if there's a texture there of swirling. Notice if it's smooth, choppy. Don't need to change anything, just bring the awareness to whatever is happening. And perhaps starting to notice where the nostrils and the eyes begin to meet. Can you feel the breath move there? And notice maybe there's a pulsing, a vibration, sensation, and maybe there's nothing at all. No judgment or expectation. Just notice what is. And then perhaps taking the breath a little bit further, maybe to the place between the eyebrows. And imagine that there is a line of energy from the point between the eyebrows into the navel center. And I want you to see if you can feel the breath maybe flow through that channel. Sometimes as we do that, you might notice a color, or again, a sensation, a vibration, sound. Just notice what's arising. And if your mind is wandering, you can always say to yourself, perhaps using your breath, is inhaling I, exhaling am. I am. Spending the next few moments with that. Taking a moment to notice and observe whatever your experience is or has been during our practice today. And then take a moment to give yourself a big thank you for showing up today. Thanking your physical body, thanking your breath, thanking your energy, your emotions, your wisdom, your creativity. Thanking all of you. And I'm going to leave you with one final quote and reading. This is by Rudy Francisco. I'm still learning to love the parts of me that no one claps for. So comes from Warrior Goddess Wisdom. So part of loving ourselves unconditionally means witnessing and not just our unique inner beauty and strengths, but also the parts of ourselves we don't like as much. Our bad habits, any flaws, any past mistakes that are often things we struggle to embrace. These are the parts we push into the shadows because we're afraid people will ridicule or dislike us. Because of them, we think they're not worthy of being seen, let alone celebrated. These need our self-love more than we know. It's not always easy or pretty. It may not get applause, but learning to love these shadow parts brings them into the light and allows us to love our entire being. So each day, pouring a little love of kindness into the cracks, just to notice how your day may be different. So as you might feel ready, maybe starting to wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit, rotating your wrists and ankles, reaching and stretching, any way that feels good for you to come back into this time and space. And if you're resting and you're chilled out and it feels really good, stay where you're at. I'll turn the video off in just a moment. You don't have to say anything. We'll reach out and connect later if that's what your body needs. So listen to what you need. But you can roll over from side to side or come up to a seat, whatever you feel ready, taking your time. Let's just finish for a moment, either bringing your awareness or your hands to the center of your chest. Love all of your physical being, whatever's going on with it today. Love your wisdom, your creativity, your emotions, your energy, all of you. You're a gift. Keep shining that through. Thank you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Happy shopping or whatever you're doing, relaxing, watching movies. Have fun. Take time for you. Namaste. Yay. See you later. I'm going to go ahead and turn the recording off. Oh, hold on. Well, I'll unmute you guys. Let me turn the recording off.